Madam Kagawa, about what happened in class.
No need to discuss it further. Losing points for Gryffindor should serve as a deterrent against future escapades. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that I teach you a few additional spells, so please keep an eye out for an owl from me. You're also welcome to drop by any time with questions.
Very. Ano ba magagamit yung...
I wish I could afford my own broom, instead of using my brother's hand-me-downs.
I do like Madam Kagawa. She's been tutoring me after class, although she is very strict when it comes to broom safety.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ba't nilalakad ko yun? Like this. Ah, okay. No, ito.
Revelio.
New face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Windwisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close Spintwitches?
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals are overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Do you mind sharing more about your brooms?
I have a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take Windwisps, well known for their quality ash handles. Yew weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the yew wand's darker reputation. Then you have the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many reasons I cherish running this shop.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
That item is of the highest quality.
Itu pinakamahal. Dito tayo sa pin.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
Benta na natin ito.
Nice doing business with you.
Dito. Dito. Dito.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
How long have you had a passion for brooms?
Since the moment I saw my first Quidditch match. Seeing flyers manoeuvre the way they do. Oh, some people continue to have their doubts about me and my ideas. I hope that won't dissuade you from helping. I know I'm onto something.
Why do you need me to report to you on this broom flight?
I did try to get Imelda to help, but she has some flying habits and quirks that made her difficult to collaborate with. I need a flyer with no bad habits and the knack for flying. Your classmate Everett said you're a natural on a broom. He's forever in here studying the newest models, almost as passionate about brooms as I am. If your rumoured talent for flying can help you beat Imelda's times, then having you assess the broom will be invaluable.
Sounds as if you took Kagawa's class.
I did, but my focus on the technical elements of brooms rather than the art of flying drove her mad. She thinks it fitting I run Spintwitches now. I don't reckon either of us ever pictured me batting away bludgers for the Cannons or Puddlemere United. And I find a certain satisfaction in winning over the naysayers who think I may be too young to run this shop. With your help, I can continue proving myself the most knowledgeable purveyor of wizarding sporting goods around.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Ito, ang smith yan. Okay.
I can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Paano ko activate yung... Paano? Ha? Circle? Ah, okay. Nice. I can control.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Diffindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Sarili ko lang itong paglipad ko. Hindi ako nagkakamali.
Hey you, Gryffindor.
Imelda Reyes? Albie Week sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Gryffindor.
Can you tell me more about these courses?
Stalling, 5th year. Fine, I'll humour you. This course demands focus. Requires you to anticipate speed and height before every turn. The others test stamina. 3 courses in all, built ages ago by former students. Since Black cancelled Quidditch, it was these courses or nothing. I made them popular again. Got the whole school hungry to compete. So, let's see what you've got, 5th year.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Success. Now that's more like it.
Teka, teka.
Made it.
Fuck.
Now that's more like it.
Magkamay ang control.
Did it. Success.
Kailangan mag-beat ko yung...
Good. I've got this.
Nice.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Shit. 132.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
32. So kailangan.
Made it. Castle must have been quite stately in its time. This is rather fun.
Ay, hirap yun, ah. 130. Hanapin din yung sa controls.
Excellent. Did it. Success. That wasn't too bad.
Mahirap. Mahirap yung 1 minute of 2 seconds. Ha? Eh, ginawa ko. Nakapabilis na travel ko na. Flying zone nga pala.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
Why would anyone doubt your ability to upgrade brooms?
No, you'd be surprised. People get set in their ways, worry that fiddling with what's working fine will somehow ruin it. Those people don't appreciate the sense of freedom that comes with quality broom flight, nor do they appreciate all that's involved in the creative process. I have a friend in Rome runs a shop like mine, says it's worse there. Of course, they do nap in the afternoons from what I hear. And where would we be without enhancements? I mean, if Elliot Smethwick had let the naysayers get to him, we would never have had the cushioning charm. I don't listen to them.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of outfit as it relates to speed? You're back. Nice to see you again.
Sige, upgrade. Wala naman pala upgrade.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Wala akong may upgrade. Saan yun?
Revelio.
Yep, we have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
Buy muna tayo ng recipe. Ay, punta na ba pala?
A wise decision. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd be happy to help with the delivery.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Deliver 3 invisibility potions. Teka. Ano ba yung ano ni Professor? Acquire and use ability potion. Okay. Thunder Blue potion and invisibility ba? Yung Thunder. Yung Thunder pa.
Can't believe you won every single cross one.
So, 4 yung binigay niya. May 4 yung binigay niya. May sobra pa ako. Kailangan ko na lang is yung Thunder. Ano ko? Okay, pag diniinan pa rin. Errand boy na naman ako. Okay lang, magsasakyan na naman tayo. Pero tapos na. Yung ano.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Ayan, malo pa lang, malos.
Levioso. Revelio. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Saan ito? Hindi naman sa Hogwarts to. Ang Hogwarts. Secret dito. Diba? Ito.
Revelio.
Okay, so pwede kong mangulip ng gamit. Pasok yun. Ito lang ito.
Revelio.
Meron dito sa
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Your Pope Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio.
siguro. Paano sa taas?
Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Sunod. Ibig ko na.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
Natanggalin sa Levioso.
Levioso. Accio.
Paano ko siya tatanggalin sa Levioso?
Expelliarmus.
Medium reels.
Always given the dull tasks.
Napapansin. Dapat lang una ng fight. So yung travel.
House elves are wizard kind of best. What's happened?
Revelio.
Beetle the Bard is a bit too hairy-hearted for my taste.
Incendio. I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Okay. Layo ah.
Revelio.
Pasok pa ako.
Always late, that Pippin.
Potion recipe book.
That Pippin should have been here by now.
Madam Lawang, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's potions.
Lawang.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Why do you keep ordering from him if you think the quality to be inferior?
It would seem I have more and more customers who are trying to stay out of sight. I'm not one to judge. You can simply imagine the stress I'm under to deliver quality products. Unlike some vendors, I strive to keep my customers satisfied.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
You mentioned that more and more customers are trying to stay out of sight. Why?
Well, I can't speak for all of them, but certainly my Ashwinder customers have their reasons. If I were you, I'd forget I heard that.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
What do you have for sale?
siyang thunder ah. Simon tayo.
This will do just fine. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio.
Always been keen on Keenbridge. Hang on to your valuables. That's all I'll say.
Teka. Ito na nga mga to.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Levioso.
Yung kasi nga lang yung Merlin Trial dito. May umuulan dito. Saan pa dadalhin to? Teka. Ayun. Parang na layo.
Levioso.
Hindi siya nalilibiyos.
Accio.
Kaya. Thanks. Ayun.
What are you up to now?
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
Kasi yung thunder. Ang mahal pala, 1,000. Hindi na tayo ng gamit. Ito natin.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Lawang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
Nothing to worry about. I handled it.
Glad to hear it. And thank you again for your help.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Pippin.
Likewise. Worth every bit of that delivery fee to have someone capable deal with that witch.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Keenbridge. Might it be useful to you?
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
She doesn't deserve it.
Oh, I had no idea it was hers.
Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately.
Revelio.
Ano bang gamitin?
A wise decision. Thank you.
Pasok na ako sa klase. Professor. Kailangan ko siyang gamitin sa kalaban eh. Ay, pala ako. Parang dito may kalaban.
Revelio.
Ano mga to?
Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
Iya. Di mo yata kalaban. Di mo kalaban. Sa Forbidden Forest.
Revelio.
Station. Okay.
No, I swear I won't be wasting your time, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, ever so.
Come on then, what you got?
It's
Or is it moving?
What? I bet
You're back. What you got in there? Not rat.
May talent pala. Incendio. Pot.
Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. That's that. Settled.
Nice.
Has his belongings back. Ranrock and his loyalists will think twice before trying that again.
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye. Let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
Ito. 1,000. Siyempre, wala akong pera eh. Okay naman eh.
That's been a pleasure.
Kalaban lang yan.
Revelio.
Yung kailangan gawin against enemies.
Revelio.
Watch. Marami. Saan yan?
Protego! Stupid one! Yes!
Nice. Well, okay. Peso. Anong, Chinese jumping cabbage? Ba yung yung prophecy cabbage?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Salted to my food. I'm utterly mortified. Why I could.
I think there were doxy eggs as well.
Revelio. Levioso. Incendio.
May ba mabubulo natin? Reduce. Baka muna ni Thunder. Action. Wait.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That seems a bit more dangerous than teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
Nasa down ba? Ito yung mga sa down. Ito yung bago. Oh, okay. Ano ba ito? Ash. Kailangan ko yung ash. Pwede, meron pa akong ash. So, set it.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instructions.
Instantly. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
As I mentioned earlier, Defendo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Chat, ano pa ako ngayon? Dito tayo na isa. 30 seconds lang.
Revelio.
Baka makuha dito. Parang gusto kong kumuha ng Chinese jumping garbage. Saan ba siya ito? The next quest. Where's the reason? Sebastian. Sige, dito tayo. Pero saan nga ba yung kay Professor Garlic? Shit. Ano mo requirement? Teka, parang yung mga gamit ko kailangan daw mga sa mga requirement. Pero, saan dito? Take this to room of requirement to reveal. Tanong.
Revelio.
Diba yung room of requirement? Ano ba? Ano sa mapa dito? Dito sa taas.
Revelio.
Oops.
Leviosa.
Mali. Hindi siguro. Ayos. Hindi na ako nagdadash.
Revelio.
Pambenta na naman ako. Huh? The room of requirement. Where the
Revelio.
Naman dito pa.
Revelio. Revelio. Leviosa. Incendio.
Walang sisindihan.
Revelio.
Hopeless at flying. You're not hopeless, just not very good.
Teka, pupuntahan kayo. Professor Garlic eh. Astronomy ba? Ano ba? Kailangan natin ito. Professor Fig. Charm. Defense. Kaya muna natin ito mga side quest.
Revelio.
Ano ba yung dialogue na to? Hindi mo siya nakikita dito.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Boggarts.
Well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the Hidden Herbology Corridor.
The Hidden Herbology Corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlick kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Okay. Punta rin naman ako dun.
What sort of plants should I expect in the Hidden Herbology Corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlick grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Got that?
Hidden Herbology Corridor. Sounds intriguing. Revelio.
Why that portrait was empty.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Hidden Herbology Corridor.
This must be the entrance to the Hidden Herbology Corridor. Reparo. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Incendio. Lumos. Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Incendio! Incendio!
Unidentified na naman.
Incendio! Revelio!
Kailangan ko malaman kung ano mga identified item.
Incendio!
Dami ko ng unidentified item. Sakto. Wow, takihin ng mga.
Revelio!
Bawal ako magtanim. Hindi naman yata kailangan. Unidentified. Unidentified.
Revelio!
Ito.
Revelio!
Have you found anything to, prove my...
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkin for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkin for me.
Okay. Teka. Shit, nagugutom ko. Okay. Yung next quest natin. Natin ang mga side quests.
Revelio.
Arthur Plumley.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Yep.
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puffskein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Where do you suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Okay, dude. Huh? Okay, where the fuck is this?
Amit Takar is already studying.
Revelio.
If someone wouldn't mind.
Reparo.
Wait a minute.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
3-0, so 2. 4, 1, 5, 7. 8.
Revelio.
How are there so many? I did 26 hours without sleep.
Let me guess. Catching up on history of magic.
Shit. Teka, tinawag mo. Hindi, ayun na yun. Ayun na naman pala.
Professor, do you have time to chat?
I always have time for my students. How may I help you?
I wondered if I might ask how long you've been teaching at Hogwarts.
Well, it's been what now? 7 swift years. Time does fly because we have fun. Essential in my opinion. An eager, positive, and confident mind is the most open to knowledge, I find.
Some of the professors may not agree with your approach.
Well, each of us has our own style, I suppose. Some in the teaching field believe that hard work and dedication are the only keys to success. But they forget what drives those things. If one cannot fathom why some would expend energy on gobstones, then one is blind to the enormous power of play.
And that's why you teach the way you do?
Precisely. I strive to be the sort of professor that I would have enjoyed in school. My experience was less cheerful.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. It sounds as if your experience as a student was less than ideal.
Had I received a more traditional education, well, enough about my student days. You are here now, and it would be a shame if you didn't enjoy it.
I'll do my best, Professor. Thank you for the advice.
You are most welcome. Try to have a bit of fun today. Huh?
Okay, Professor. Shit. I'm hungry, dude.
Revelio.
Wait, where's the... Is that outside? Yes. Where is that? It's a number punch. It's outside now.
Revelio.
Don't
get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Salad. He never backs down from the fight.
It's down there. Oh.
Luke and Bradley must have nearly wet himself when you won every
Where
single
can I go down? There's the other bit.
Revelio.
The dialogue option. Never mind. It's down there.
Off on another
Just
adventure,
do
are
that.
we?
Oh. It's still pointing down here? No. Oh, here.
Revelio.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
Where is the rhinoceros though? Where is it again? I forgot. Let's do this. Okay, so here is the rhinoceros. What? Ash. What the fuck?
Revelio.
Okay, so it's still pointing down here. Okay, here it is.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
Fountain. So
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
wait, I guess it up here. Maybe around here? No? Okay, so I think it's in here.
Revelio.
Should be... No. pa.
This stairwell looks promising.
Here.
For a new broom. Reckon I'll be going for the Yugi one.
Lumos.
So.
I wonder what it was like in
Oops. Upstairs.
Things were far less orderly.
I don't know what Madame Kugel was seeing.
This looks like the portrait from the map. And where's the treasure? Lumos. Reparo. Leviathan.
No, not that.
Accio.
Here. Yep.
There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
Nice.
I don't like flying on a broom. I prefer the safety of it.
Wait,
Nothing wrong with that.
Revelio.
How about the one right here?
I want to play Quidditch professionally.
Maybe I'll just. So close. Look at those. Down.
Revelio.
Here. Just go back to it later.
Someone was sat by the fire in our common room.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
What have you learned?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
Should ask you to.
Revelio.
First year my siblings and I.
Side. Let me just check if we just finish all these side quests. Oh, this girl.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Yep.
Hello, Nellie. You seem excited about something.
The Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumor is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Okay. Let me just get this kitty kitty. Oh.
Revelio.
Let's go. Fucking errand boy. Even here in Hogwarts. Still a fucking errand boy. Okay. Here, okay.
Leviosa. Revelio.
What is this?
Revelio.
My dear Satyavati.
Incendio. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Later.
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
Where is it?
Fine school, don't you think?
Is it up here? No?
Revelio.
Okay.
Incendio. Lumos. Revelio.
Try right. You learn that Kagawa's techniques are lacking practical uses.
There's the cabinet.
Oh,
How do
here.
I get this key in there?
Slap. What? What the fuck? Okay. I get it.
That's it.
Nice.
An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means. Revelio.
Why can't I fucking jump there?
Beatrice Queen.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Yep.
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant. What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like a Gryffindor house token. I bet it unlocks our house chest. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in our common room and heard there are also in the other common rooms. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Gryffindor house chest. Revelio. Reparo.
Tagal ko na yung ano to eh. Ngayon. Pulse. Oh.
Revelio.
Okay. Get here from the focus.
Expelliarmus. Lumos. Revelio.
A moment of your silence.
What?
Lumos.
What the fuck is this?
Revelio.
What the fuck? Etong chest. Oh, okay.
This seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
1 out of 16. What the fuck?
I've always said that.
It's a lot.
Broadens the mind.
Okay, I think I finished that quest. Nothing here. Oh, there's one here. Stop here. Gutom na ako. Summoner's Court Point.
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class.
Oh,
Summoner's
dear.
Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill.
First lesson I
A
learned.
test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant!
Wait, I forgot.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. Nothing to it.
Okay, don't fall.
I'll let you have that one. Accio. All in the wrist.
Oh no. Okay. That's good.
That was one for the ages.
So basically, I just 30. That's a win.
Not bad. Not bad. Well done. You beat me.
Of course.
Bit of good luck, that's all.
That was
I'm not lucky, I'm simply better than you.
All right, fine. You're right. You're better than me. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
Other talent. Winter effect is the range of rebellion. That's nice. I think I needed this one. This one is the one I'm always using. Okay, and I'm just gonna save.
There you are. The Crossbonds duelist to beat.
Side quest that I haven't yet. I don't think there's more side quest. Yeah. Finally, it's time to do the. Oh, what is this? Nah. Is this trackable? No. Where's the Professor Weasley? Do this first.
Revelio.
Revelation. Right here.
Revelio.
Okay, where is that? It's something.
Revelio. Revelio.
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
What's this?
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard? I see you've wasted no time. Well done.
Haven't done anything.
Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement.
This is
It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
No.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
Revelio.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor. Revelio.
Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Revelio. Accio. Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa.
Shit.
Accio. Revelio. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio. Reparo. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks. Revelio.
No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin.
Revelio. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Revelio. Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Revelio. Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Repulsor. Revelio. I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Wait. I think I can go back there. Go check. This one.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Repulsor.
Where is this room?
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description.
Revelio.
Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Revelio. I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as Moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
How am I going to do that? Oh, okay. Already goes. Gothic. Bit more quickly. Pinch polo. Okay. Into black. Oh my god. Black. No, take. Yeah. Okay. Ito. Gothic tayo.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deek will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deek?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deek has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deek tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that.
Okay, so dito
It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deek if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Makausap si Deek. So... tayo maksa. Tapos dito sa halaman. Yung gusto ko, Chinese.
I'd more to teach you about
Let's...
Revelio. I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone.
Dami
You can
akong
acquire it
moonstone.
by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Already had enough.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Walls and floor. Okay, that's the good one. Yeah. I changed the color of this. Not bad, yeah. Yep. This is what I want. Floor decoration. What is this? A wall thing. Quidditch board. Flat surface. Yeah. Power box. I want this one. Yep. I'll change the color. That's the one I want. Yes. Table. I need some table. Let me just check all of the table. What about this? Yeah. I'm going to the goat team. Yep. Can we change the size? Nope. It's too big. This is it's the right size. Okay. No, I forgot to change the color. Okay. It's okay. And now I need some
Revelio.
chairs. Furniture. Scientific, botanical, gothic first. I'm gonna put this desk right here. Change color. Black. Nice. What's next? statue. This is really need this. Yep, it's cool. Right there. No. Thought I can change the color. Decoration. Of course, I'm gonna need some lamp. Standing light. I'm gonna put that right here. And of course, change color again. Good. Another one right here. Yep. Okay, factory door. With this other one. We can go still. This way. Oh. Good purpose. The one right here. I'm proud to be a fucking Gryffindor. Now I need some wall decoration. Wait. Of course I'm gonna need some sofa. Which color? Black. Can you put this right here? Yes. This. Nice. Wait. Wall decoration. What is the wall decoration? Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna take this. So the purple. Let's put that right there. What's this? Description. I already have this. Where are the buildings again? This is not a decoration. Step table. Different artwork. Decoration. Wall hanging. Put some flowers. Here. Nope. Okay, let's see this. And last one.
Good work. Shall we move on?
Yep. take this first. Let me cook again.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
What do you want? This
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
What? Either the balcony or the floor. Nice.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Yep, let me just make it all. Yep. So, yep, that's what I want. Nice. Yep. Nice. Nice and easy. Of course, gothic. All of this is kind of gothic.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Dark and mysterious.
I'd like the
of
room
course.
to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Nice. Nice. This is what I want.
Quite
Perfect.
a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. An even bigger space.
Nice.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Selected rewards. What? Selected rewards? Wait. Okay. But clean this over. Kini-claim pala yun. Alter my looks. This is still the one. Legendary gloves. Appearance. Don't want that. What this one? What? This is good. What the fuck is that? pa rin ang tourist. Okay dun to ah. So, okay to. The outfit. Ito. Wait. Okay. Gets. Ano pala? May mga effect siya. Teka. Starting effects. Pero pwede kong ma-alter yung plus 32. Okay, so tsaka natin i-alter na yan. Ako lang siya na-gets. Okay ka. Consider natin yung tsura. Nice. Okay. Oh.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Okay na po. Magdaganda nga. Oh, hindi pa tapos. Okay. Parang tapos. The only way out is
Revelio.
all of this needs to be copied. Okay. Saan ang aking next quest? Saan to? Sa labas to.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Revelio.
Away from me!
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt.
Revelio.
The Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. So I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the Blasting Curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
Yeah, okay.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
Of course I am. Ito ba yun? So you just fix this.
Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio. Confringo! Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me about the port key and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And
Herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Revelio.
Wala siya.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Professor, what can you tell me about your work at the Ministry?
Your curiosity is understandable. Well, although I can't speak in any detail of my work, I can tell you certain interesting facts. Unspeakables work in the Ministry's Department of Mysteries. Dangerous work at times, as you've no doubt guessed.
Yes, Professor.
Now, you needn't concern yourself with my injury. I made peace long ago with the fact that a sprig of dittany, once plucked, will surely begin to wilt.
You do seem to have come to terms with things rather well.
It's a matter of perspective. Without saying more, perhaps whatever time I've lost was an exchange for time gained. And to dwell on such matters is a waste of the days ahead. At this point, no magic permits us to travel back in time. Perhaps one day. Yes, I can tell you that my years at the Ministry were well spent. And I'm as happy to be at Hogwarts now as I was to be in the Department of Mysteries years ago.
If I may, Professor, I'm also happy that you're here at Hogwarts now.
Kind of you to say. Speaking of time, perhaps yours would be best spent honing your defensive wand work.
Yes, Professor.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Ko, Levioso nga pala. Ano pa pala yun?
Revelio.
Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Famous Tentacle. Pwede sa Mandrake on people simultaneously. Mandrake.
Lumos.
rin naman magbenta ng gamit sa ito. Wingardium Leviosa.
I'm told that... Greetings! Please, take your time looking about.
Andre. Hindi pala to. Hindi mo na lang tumanggan. Ito naman yung mga hindi ko suot, diba?
You've a good head for business, haven't you? No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Revelio.
I can visit Dogweed and Death Cup. Dogweed and Death. Dogweed and Death. What is that?
Diggory got
Revelio.
As if that's enough justice for all those that died in those and
Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Balik pa rin to sa
Revelio.
Watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Revelio.
You're a force to be reckoned with, aren't you? Scaring all the goblins away.
Lumos. Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
someone died here.
Aye. Fortunate, really, that it was just the one. Now then, how may I help you today?
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well. Let me know if you see anything you like.
What do you have for sale?
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing to a troll. Oh, I can't believe it.
Shit. Nabusan pa ako ng pambilis.
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
Revelio. Reparo. Accio.
Quite enough of that.
Assignment's all finished.
Ah, shit.
Potato. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio.
Guardian Molebios. Advanced time. Ano ba ito ikan? Ano ba yung one pots? Hindi siya maglalagay ko talaga.
wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso. So you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Wingardium Leviosa. So, makokontrol ko na.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Well, I'd like to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Revelio.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then, we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say
Yes. And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And the portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Lovely to see you both.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news, indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Professor Garlic. Professor Flaxweed.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you have done that, come and see me.
Freezing spell, okay. Blacksmith. Let's check. Blacksmith. I don't think I have that. What is this? Harvest blacksmith. Kailangan ko ng magic leaf. Magic leaf. Ah, shit. Yeah, okay. This. Oh. I have that. This one. All of this is fucking terrible. Maybe this one? I don't know. This. What? What the fuck?
I'm so... Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise.
Pleasant surprise. Blacksmith. Blacksmith. What? I don't have any money. So that. Bikes.
Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Yep. Shit. Don't have any money to buy a larger pot. This pop balloon, Goldsmith Station. Wait. No! I need a larger... I have a larger one. No, I don't. Money. Fuck. Wait. What is this? Yes. Finish deal. What the fuck? No! The fuck? Now I don't have any more. I think I can... No fucking way. No fucking way.
Revelio.
So fucking stupid.
Revelio.
That's it.
Levioso. Revelio. Whoa.
Morning.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Eight legs is simply too many. Revelio. These rocks have...
I tell you this. Hogwarts. It isn't Nora Treadwell's guardian angel.
Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defender.
No!
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Money.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Stupefy. Stupefy. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. This looks intriguing. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Repulso. Levioso. Incendio.